What's up everybody, it's Vilma. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a full face drugstore makeup tutorial with Holy Grail products. Now I am so excited about this video because it's in collaboration with another fellow YouTuber. Her name is Melissa, and I'll link to her video and her channel in the info bar below. Make sure to check her out, like and subscribe, and tell her that I said hi as well. She has really good content. If you like natural hair product reviews, she has curly hair, so she talks about hair care products, and she has amazing skills when it comes to makeup tutorials. So without further ado, this is going to be a talk through video. I do hope that you guys enjoy. Make sure to give me a good thumbs up if you like videos like this, and let's get started. So let's get started, and here are some of the products that I'll be featuring in this video. But I'm going to start by moisturizing my lips, and I'm using this original Chubby stick by Nivea. It's absolutely amazing and I've been loving it so much. And when it comes to primer, I'm going to use my favorite primer from the drugstore, which is the Soap&Glory One Heck of a Blot primer. I love the texture. It leaves my skin feeling smooth. It allows my skin to stay matte for longer, and it prevents oils from coming through, so my foundation also lasts a lot longer throughout the day. So now I'm going to correct my under eyes. I'm using this Maybelline eye corrector. I think that's what it's called. I'll put all the right names in the info bar below. This is a new product here in the UK, but I know in the States it's been out for ages. But I really like it. I like the texture, and I have to say that the concealer from this line is definitely one of my favorite concealers from the drugstore. But it has a new replacement, which I'll show very soon in the video. But I really enjoy this product so far. Let me know if you guys would like a review on its own on it. For foundation, I am using the EX1 Invisiwear liquid foundation in the shade F200 or 6.0. It depends how long ago you've bought this foundation. If you've tried it, I absolutely love how this foundation looks on the skin. Very light feeling. It just blends in like a dream. It has the right amount of yellow in this shade for my skin tone. I feel like in the winter this shade would be just a little bit too dark, but now in the summer it's just perfect. It covers everything without looking like a mask, and I absolutely love the feeling and the texture of it as well, because it feels kind of like moussey, but once you blend it in, it just leaves your skin looking flawless, and it has no SPF, so it's perfect for parties, flash photography, being on camera. It's just an awesome foundation, and I've done a full review, better saying, on it, so I'll link it in the info bar below. I actually done 2 separate videos, so make sure to check it out. Moving on to concealer, here is the replacement of the one that I mentioned before. This one is called the Bourjois Healthy Mix Anti-Fatigue Concealer. I have it in the shade 52. I love the texture, how it feels on the skin, how it covers. It looks very natural. For every day, this is like my go-to concealer since I got it. I've done a full review on the concealer and the foundation as well, which again will be linked for you guys in the info bar below. So to set my concealer and my foundation, I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless powder in the shade 220. I love this powder, and I also love the original formula as well. It doesn't look cakey. It sets everything. I don't think it's the best powder at controlling oil, but it's definitely one of the nicest powders at the drugstore to set your foundation, in a sense that everything will look nice and matte but not cakey. It's definitely my Holy Grail drugstore powder. Really like it and highly recommend. Moving on to bronzer, I am using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which I absolutely love. Now here in the UK, there's no bronzer that I actually like from the drugstore, so I wouldn't say that this one is a holy grail because it's not really available here, but it's definitely one of my favorite bronzers at the moment, and I love it so much. It was sent to me on a makeup swap. I will link to that video in the info bar below. I just love the shade. It's perfect for me. I'm an NC30. Makes me look bronzed but not too much. It's not cakey, there's no shimmer in it. It just looks really natural and I love it. Now moving on to my favorite highlighting palette from the drugstore. This is from SleekMakeup and it's called the Cleopatras Kiss, and I believe I'm using the shade Sphinx, and I use it everywhere. I use it on the bridge of my nose, on my eyelids, on the tops, not on the tops, on the cheekbones and stuff like that. I really like this palette. It's very versatile, and I think it's complementary to so many skin tones, but this is definitely one of my favorite palettes this year so far. I've been using it a lot, and as you can see, it just looks sun-kissed. Now when it comes to blushes, I like mixing blushes because I think it looks really nice. So the first one that I'm actually using is by Milani and it's called Luminoso. I love using this all over my cheeks. It just looks so nice and glowy. And then the other blush that I'm going to use is by I was gonna say Smashbox, but it's not. It's by MaxFactor, and it's one of their Creme de Puff blushes, and it's called Seductive Pink. And I absolutely adore this blush. I've mentioned it so many times on my channel. If you're new, this is definitely one of my favorite blushes of all time. I love this combination. It just looks so pretty and very natural. So now I'm going back to my bronzer and I'm just going to kind of like define my eyes a little bit. I do this a lot when I don't want to wear too much eye makeup. I just use my bronzer to define my eyes a little bit more and just look a little bit more warm and make the look all come together. Now for lining my eyes, I'm also using a product which is not available here in the UK, but I absolutely love it. It's a eyeliner pen by Quo. Again, it was sent to me in a makeup swap. It's in brown. I have two shades of this, but I absolutely love the texture, the tip. It's so perfect for my eyes and I love it. I can wear this during the day. It looks a little bit more natural, not so harsh. And the texture of this pencil is just amazing. Absolutely love it. Favorite drugstore mascara. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. It's my baby. I've used it so many times. I bought so many different tubes of this. It's the only mascara on the market that does everything that I want on my lashes. It gives me a curve, it separates them, doesn't look clumpy, makes them look long, volumized. It just looks so nice. I really like the formula and I've spoken so many times about it, so you guys know I really love it. Moving on to brows, I am using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I believe the shade that I'm using here is chocolate or something like that. If it's a different one, I'll put it below. I sometimes use ash brown and sometimes I use chocolate or something like that, as I mentioned before, but I love it. This is my favorite brow pencil from the drugstore. It's perfect. It lasts ages and it doesn't smudge. It's not too waxy, not too dry. It's just perfect for every day. And to set my brows in place, I am using this brow gel, which has pigment and fibers from Maybelline. It makes them look a little bit fuller, and I really like it, but I always scrape the excess off because I find that it's a little bit too much, and my brows need doing, so if I apply too much, it will look very bushy, but it just sets them in place and they don't move, they don't budge the entire day. And for my lips, I am using this beautiful product from Essence. It's called the Matte. I think that's the line that it comes from. I don't remember the name of this particular shade, but I'll list that in the info bar below. I love shades like this, which are kind of like earthy toned, mauvey, and this formula is so beautiful to wear. I absolutely love it. And yeah, this is the finished look. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to see more videos such as this. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.